The last piece of a major overhaul of facilities within K-State's College of Agriculture is officially underway following a Friday ceremony. Senator Roger Marshall and others lauded the new Global Center for Grain and Food Innovation, which will replace the aging Schellenberger Hall and be located on the soon-to-be-demolished Weber Arena.
Well, in this case, we're going to spend $200 million here, and I say we. Really, most of this was local monies, local meaning from the Kansas State family as well as from the state government as well. The federal government's part of this is probably in the research grants. So this will be a great opportunity for Kansas State to stay ahead of other universities as they compete for those research opportunities.
The project, a major benefit to the Department of Grain, Science, and Industry, which specializes in baking, milling, feed, and pet food. Troy Anderson is the Vice President of Operations for Denver-based flour and milling company Ardent Mills, which has invested about $3.5 million into the project.
Farm kids like me, we don't mind walking to a building that was built 100 years ago, but it has been a struggle specifically to recruit high-potential urban students that don't necessarily come from an ag background and wouldn't necessarily walk into a building like Schellenberger.
K-State President Richard Linton says having that type of commitment from business and industry is helpful to the university's efforts to recruit and retain the, quote, next generation of researchers and industry employees.
It's critically important. It's not only important for their advocacy and their support, but these are the companies that are going to ultimately employ our students. They count on us for the workforce. We count on them for their advocacy and providing the ideas for research that provide solutions of tomorrow.
The new center expected to be completed in 2026. The Manhattan High School class of 2024 celebrated graduation Sunday at Bramlage Coliseum. Graduate Zach Patterson says he's planning to attend Manhattan Area Technical College to seek an associate's degree in welding.
I've worked so long and so hard, and it's kind of a now what moment.
Graduate Haley Henningsen plans to attend K-State in the fall.
I'm just excited for the next chapter, and at least the rain held off.
Graduate Ilani Barron will be attending the University of Nebraska.
It's kind of unreal. I think the whole experience kind of felt like a dream, but it's really exciting because I'm really excited about where I'm going to college and being able to make an impact in my field.
There were about 408 students who received diplomas at Sunday's ceremony. The Manhattan-Ogden School Board approved a contract last week with Amber Cook to become the new principal at Oliver Brown Elementary. Cook has served as the Early Childhood Center principal for Geary County since August of 2021. Before that, she was a 5th and 3rd grade elementary classroom teacher in the Gardner-Edgerton School District in eastern Kansas. Cook holds degrees from both K-State and Baker University and will begin her new duties July 1st. She replaces Aaron Lopez. The Manhattan Area Chamber of Commerce welcomed retired Sergeant Major of the Army and current CEO of Army Emergency Relief, Michael Tony Grinston, Friday for their monthly Military Relations Committee luncheon. Grinston spoke a little bit about the nonprofit organization with News Radio KMAN.
Sometimes it's younger soldiers like to say that's always the case, but that's not exactly true. And it's not just enlisted. So some people would say it's, junior enlisted. But the target really is all soldiers in need. And we've seen everything from literally 06 colonel down to private.
Grinston also spoke about how the organization was founded.
A bunch of actors got together, made a movie, and they gave us kind of this endowment. And then the chief of staff of the Army at the time says, hey, we need to help soldiers in need if they're coming back from World War II or just a soldier in the military at that time. So they started this fund, and we are actually the Army's nonprofit.
Grinston has been the group's new CEO since January. You can find photos from Friday's luncheon at newsradiokman.com. The Flint Hills Discovery Center unveiled its new Amazing Butterflies temporary children's exhibit this past weekend. On the second floor, guests will find resources about how to establish a habitat to attract butterflies, along with graphics on the difference between butterflies and moths, as well as displays and infographics on monarch butterflies, including fun facts about them. Marketing specialist Deanna Likes detailing the new exhibit.
This one is from Minotaur Mazes, and it was one that they had available. And, with the importance of butterflies and pollinators and that in the Flint Hills, we decided this would be a good fit for us, especially for summer.
The Amazing Butterfly exhibit will last through September 8th. After that, they'll welcome in an interactive Life on the Prairie exhibit. Thursday's Good Morning Manhattan last week saw a wide range of topics discussed, primarily in the area of taxes, but also Medicaid expansion, which some deemed as another failure this year. Democratic lawmakers on the panel expressed disappointment that Medicaid expansion didn't happen once again. Senator Yusha Reddy.
It's been extremely frustrating. 40 states have Medicaid expansion, regardless of red or blue states. We are one of 10, maybe one of 9 that don't have it. I think the governor has done a fantastic job of talking to our rural communities, our physicians, businesses, Chamber of Commerce. She's tried to get everybody to the table to support it, and I think there is support.
State Representative Cindy Carlin explaining one of the reasons why Medicaid expansion hasn't occurred.
One of the problems that we have is that we don't have a public referendum. If we put it to the vote of the public without the House having to put it on the ballot, or the legislature putting it on the ballot, that would be wonderful. Other states have gotten Medicaid expansion by putting it on a public referendum. We don't do that in Kansas.
Lawmakers are expected to hear any day from the governor when they'll be heading back to Topeka for a special session.
Good morning, I'm Mitch Fortner with sports. K-State baseball wraps up its regular season on Saturday by falling in extra innings to BYU 12-8. K-State now 31-22, 15-15 in the Big 12. And the Kansas Jayhawks finished their regular season by being swept by Texas. KU's record is 29-21. K-State and KU will play each other tomorrow morning to open up the Big 12 championships in Arlington, Texas. K-State will be the 6th seed, KU the 7, and first pitch tomorrow from Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas is at 9 a.m. K-State football is still putting the final touches on its 2024 roster as they pick up Tyler Jr. Community College linebacker Caden McMahon. This past fall, McMahon tallied 29 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and recorded a forced fumble in 7 games. McMahon will have 3 years of eligibility remaining. Brady Singer struck out 9, Vinny Pasquantino hit a 3-run triple, and the Kansas City Royals completed a sweep of the Oakland A's at Kauffman Stadium, 8-4 on Sunday. It was the 3rd sweep of the season for Kansas City. It took until September 20th for the Royals to record their 3rd sweep of the season last year. Kansas City continues its homestand with a matchup against the Detroit Tigers tonight at the K. Mike Waka on the mound with first pitch at 6:40. The Royals' record is now 29-19. They're a game and a half back in the AL Central. Best of luck to all the high school boys golf teams starting to compete in state today. That includes locally Manhattan High School at 6A, Wamego in 4A, and also in 4A, Rock Creek's Hudson Edelman. Tee times for everybody at 9 a.m. Speaking of golf, 30-year-old Xander Schauffele captured his first major championship on Sunday at Valhalla Golf Course in Louisville, Kentucky, as he won the PGA Championship. I'm Mitch Fortner with sports.